But that's how it is. There is rapid urbanization. And then there is a rising middle class. Now we have just crossed the $2,200 per GDP. And this is the exciting time, because there you start to think beyond basic needs like shelter, like food. Beyond this, now mothers who are earning will start to think, should my baby only get Indian milk or she should get some milk? You know, out of COVID, one of the bigger sufferers were Australian milk makers, because China export was stopped from Australia, and Chinese higher middle class and above class women, they used to prefer Australian milk for their babies. But this is what is bringing a lot of exciting opportunities for the economy. Right, so now let me zoom in and focus a little bit more into actual operations management. This was a preamble to create the highest level of efficiency possible within an organization. Simple words, difficult to implement. And then when we go to the next slide, I have actually mapped few career paths. So there are three major domains within operations. One is operations management itself, that is what you manufacture. Second is supply chain. You need a lot of suppliers today. No company is making everything on their own. And then there is a vastly emerging field of supply chain or operations analytics. For example, in operations, you will be a product manager, you will be managing the production, you will be managing a project. My company is today executing a project where we are doing a simple cut paste. But a cut paste is not a word, it is cut paste is of a France factory which we are going to shut down, and that factory we are going to integrate in India. So that is a project management profile that my team member is handling. Then you can see there operational excellence. Everyone wants to do Six Sigma. Everyone wants to do lean. People want to do more out of less. And that is where you will have a profile like operational excellence. When it comes to supply chain, my company is nearly €500 million India. So my Indian Tetra Pak India is roughly €500 million. And 70% of that is what we buy from suppliers. So in supply chain management, you need to manage procurement of that value of parts, machines that you need to buy as a company. So that will be your profile in supply chain. And then there's a lot of global sourcing happening, right? I showed that jump from a small 1.9% to 3+%. So they will need professionals who can manage that export out of India. And that is what you mean by global sourcing. And then there's a lot of contract management. You need to create contracts with the suppliers, with business partners. And then you also need to manage the logistics part. In analytics, I have a section in that. But here is where you work into data, you work into models, you work into now AI also. And then you are working into sustenance and compliance, then you are working into risk management, supplier financing, and industry 4.0. These are not only words now. This is a reality in companies today. So these are the three main verticals roughly that are there as a profile of career options. Now, of course, you can switch from one to another. And the good thing about marketing, supplier management, HR, IT, all streams is you need that in every industry. A mechanical engineer will find it very difficult to work in IT. Previously, it was true when there was a lot of hiring happening in IT. So as soon as they used to see a degree, they used to hire. But typically, it is difficult. In MBA, it is comparatively easy. You can switch from hospitality industry to a tractor industry to a cement. It is possible. If I could do it, you can do it as well. Switching industries is comparatively easier. And that's where you can switch also from one profile to another. Okay? Now, what I decided is I zoomed in 3 profiles from this, and all are real examples. Real examples that are either reporting to me or are a part of my responsibility to explain you what challenges or what work profiles are there into operations management. Yeah? So we can go into that. Excellent. So now scenario one is from a desk of a cost control manager. So there is a very interesting profile of cost control. The reason is very clear. No company today can afford to price their product the way they want. If you do that, you will be out of the market. You always have to see what is your target segment, what is the target market, what is your competition doing, and then you need to price that. So today, companies are not deciding how to price. There are a lot of factors which are deciding what to price, how to price. So if you're not having a great control on price, the company expects you to have great control on